All right, here with Fort Hays State head baseball coach Steve Johnson on MIAA Baseball Virtual Media Day. And first off, Coach, talk about your expectations and overall outlook for this 2015 season.
Well, like everybody, I'm sure in the conference, we're very optimistic. After what was a pretty disappointing season last year, where we ran out there with a pretty young roster, several injuries, made it a disappointing season. We returned a lot of key guys, have been able to add some key recruits. The kids are working hard, and we're optimistic to get out there and get back to winning ways.
Okay. Talk about your projected lineup, some key guys, maybe key bats in your order. Also, your pitching staff, you do return most of your rotation from last year, maybe added a couple of arms this year that might help. Go ahead and talk about those guys.
Well, from a lineup standpoint, right in the middle, we returned some key guys in Kevin Zarnecki and Cooper Langley. Kevin was an all-conference honorable mention guy last year. Cooper was an all-central region guy. Nice to have your 3-4 hole back. Around that, we returned some experienced guys, Nick Hameke with several starts in the middle infield. Gus Strunk started most of the season for us at second base. We've added Andre Vieira, transfer catcher from Texas San Antonio, that we expect big impact out of. And just top to bottom, we think our lineup's back to being very strong. We do return, most of the pitching staff. Some of the numbers were inflated, but a lot of the starter numbers were inflated due to lack of bullpen depth. Those guys had to wear it. We've had some key transfers in particular Justin Hirsch, left-handed pitcher from Barton Community College, that is right now sitting on a #1 slot. So we're optimistic that we have better depth lineup-wise and pitching-wise.
Okay. Talk about your schedule this year. I mean, how do you think it sets up? Obviously, you don't play every team in the MIAA, how the rotation works some years, but do you think it plays a little bit in your favor this year?
The only thing that probably plays in our favor this year is our overall schedules. We have 28 home games and 22 road games. As far as the conference goes, different coaches have different opinions on the schedule. I really don't. I think no matter what schedule you draw when you're playing the other half, there's, to me, top to bottom, the competition's extremely fierce. I think everybody in the conference knows that. So whatever schedule you're dealt with, that's what you have to play. We opened the conference season with Central Missouri, obviously a challenge. With their past history, then you start looking down your schedule and you're like, well, there's never really a weekend off. So the schedule is what it is. It's 40 of our 50 games, and we have to be mentally tough and prepared to handle that.